Warning, there are profanity, topics, and other opinions that could offend you. Please watch and or listen at your own risk, and enjoy the show. Hey guys, what's up? It's RDiK, OLDSCHOOLDUELIST, everyone call me, and this is the Minicast. I wanted to do a game, well not a game, 2 VOIDCasts in like one day or whatever, but I was like, I couldn't find enough news topics to talk about in one day. So, I'm gonna do a Minicast, and I'm gonna bitch about something for a quick second, and I'm gonna bitch about kids are bad kids in public. So, what the fuck is a bad kid in public? Well, you should fucking know. No. No, a bad kid in public is just kids that would always fucking bitch and scream, and you'd hear them 6 aisles over. Like, if you're in the grocery store, and, so you're just shopping, we're just gonna say, you and your significant other, you know, are just doing some grocery shopping, blah, blah, getting some food for tonight to cook. The next thing you know, you hear a fucking kid screaming, fucking yelling, being like, "Mom, I want this! Mom, I want that!" And you're like, shut the fuck up, kid. Just shut the fuck up. I hate him so much because I look at him, and I'm only 22. I don't have kids at all, which is a blessing. At 22, not having kids. Ooh, in 2017. Ooh. I look at the parents who just kind of, because like there's 2 different kinds of parents that goes with the bad kids in public, and it's the parents that don't give a shit and they're just like, whatever, I'm just gonna let them act like a fucking damn idiot. And then there's the parents who fucking make the scene worse in public. I mean, the kid shuts the fuck up, but to me personally, it makes the fucking scene worse and more awkward. I had one of those moments where I wasn't a bad kid, but I had the awkward moment scene where I did something and then my dad fucking yelled at me. And what was that? I think I was a sophomore in high school. So, so you think being fucking 16, or like, you know, 16? Yeah, like 16, 17, something like that. I would fucking know, 17? No. Yeah, like 16, yeah. Being like 16, you think I would fucking know better. But, I don't. I'll tell my story after I'm done, you know, talking about the different kinds of parents. So, yeah, like I said, there's 2 different kinds of parents. There's the parent who just doesn't give a shit and just lets their kid fucking just act crazy, wild, be like, oh, I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna make this mess, I'm gonna do that. And then there's the parent that just makes the scene worse and more awkward. I'll talk about the first kind of parent first. So, the first kind of parent, like I said, is the one that doesn't give a shit. They let their kid run around the store, let them kid destroy shit. And, like, they'll be like, oh, I want this, they throw it in the cart. And then the kid's just like, but I want it. And the parent's like, no, stop, we're not getting this shit. And the kid's like throws a huge temper tantrum, and then it either, at that point, 1 or 2 things happen. The mom's like, go put it back right now. And the kid will fucking just grab it and be like, huh, and then fucking throws it wherever the fuck he wants and just lets it stays there. Or the mom will just be like, whatever, I'm just gonna let you throw your temper tantrum and I'm gonna fucking buy the shit for you. Which, that type of shit annoys the fuck out of me. Like, I want to smack the shit out of the kid, and then 2, I want to smack the shit out of the parent for just letting their kid act like that. Like, what? Like, you are showing a bad example for your kid, because then when they have kids, they're gonna fucking act like that, and then their kid's gonna grow like that, and it's just a continuous generation until either the kid, their kid, the kid's kid, there you go, the kid of the previous parent is not a fucking rambunctious piece of shit kid, or the parent is just like, is this what I was like when I was a kid? And then fucking just becomes an adult at that moment and says, you need to fucking knock that shit off. And then that's where that shit stops. Like, right there, at that moment. That's when that shit stops. But, you know, very rarely does that actually fucking happen. most of the time, I see that I don't give a shit parent. Now, there's the other parent, like I mentioned, that fucking stops that kid right there at that moment, which at some point down the generations, that'll happen. But there's a parent that's just like, that kid will start acting the fuck up, and that parent's just like, boom, putting the band hammer down, like, you're fucking done, son or daughter, gender equality. So that they just put the fucking band hammer down, like, you're done. That's it. No more of this shit. That kid will start acting up. That parent will fucking spank the kid in public, which I'm not against spanking because I was spanked as a child. And look how I am. I'm a regular functioning society adult. I'm also transgender. No, but yeah, so it's just that's the type of parents that, like, I'm indifferent about. Like, I'm glad you're stopping your parent, but I don't think I'll ever, like, hit my kid unless they hit me first. I'm gonna fucking knock the shit out of them. See, like, okay, so, like, my feelings on beatings on your kids is, it could do one of two things. It could either leave a really bad impression on them, depending on how bad you beat them, or, like, hit them. Like, if it's a good, like, bam, 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 then that could turn into some negative shit. If it's just a quick, like, boom, pat on the butt, you're done, son, that's cool. I ain't gonna bitch. I ain't gonna be like, you're a bad parent, blah, 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 blah. No, I ain't gonna be like that. But, yeah, so, like, that's why I'm very indifferent about beating, because it can have a negative effect, because I've seen kids that, like, were beat, and then they just turn into a fucking complete asshole the rest of their lives. Like, fuck those guys. Fuck those kids that become assholes, and fuck those parents that fucking put that kid through that shit. But anyways, yeah, so it's, like, it's one of those very indifferent type of things, where you're just like, that is a thing that could be happening. But, before I get off topic, but back to the kids that are bad in public. And there's also the kids that are bad in restaurants. And I think that's really where, like, you need to fucking knock this shit off, because there's people that are out there on their fucking anniversary dates. They're like, hey, we're married date nights, or hey, we're a couple date nights, either or, both, married couples and just dating couples. They do it too. They both have date nights. But yeah, so that's that type of shit. Like, really, I think you really need to put a hands down. Like, you need to knock this shit the fuck off, type of thing, because people are fucking eating, man. Like, wouldn't that suck if, like, you're like I'm gonna propose to her or him, gender equality. I'm gonna propose to them tonight, and then, you're just like, get on one knee, and the person's like, oh my god, and the next thing you hear in the background, you just hear, like, I want the cheese sticks, blah, 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 and you're just like, motherfucker. I mean, it'd be a funny story to tell him, like, yeah, man, I got down on one knee, I looked at him, and I was just like, will you, I want the cheese sticks. I mean, that'd be a fucking hilarious story to fucking tell people, oh my god, how do you propose to you? Oh, well, got on one knee, looked at me, and was like, you mean the world to me. Will you? And then a kid in the background fucking threw mozzarella sticks. It'd be some fucked up ass shit. I'd die. I'd be like, best proposal ever. Best fucking proposal ever. But yeah, so I think public bad kids, they need to stop. We need to put a petition around that stops kids that are bad. If your kid is bad, get the fuck out. And you do nothing about it. You have to do nothing about it. Just get the fuck out. Like, no one wants to fucking see your shit. Good times. But no, I was never a bad kid. I was never a bad kid to that point where I got fucking hardcore reprimanded. There was one moment where I embarrassed the shit out of my dad in public, and I was a fucking sophomore in high school. So here's the story. I think I've told this story before, but I've punched meat in public. What does that mean? I was in the grocery store. It was like right after school. My dad had picked me and my sister up from school, and we had to stop at the grocery store. And my mom was with too. So it was all four of us. And we stopped in the grocery store. We're walking through. My dad's like, he's picking out meat. I'm looking at the meat, like in the coolers and shit. And there was this big mound of, I don't know, I think it was just like fat, just like a fucking thing of fat. And it was good times. We had good times with this shit. And so we're looking at it, and I poked it. Like, it was it was a good, like, maybe 8 inches tall type of fucking thing. And I'm looking at it, I poke at it twice, and I was like, that's squishy. And then for some fucking reason, I decided to just, like, punch the fucking shit out of the meat. Just, like, straight up, like, full force fist. And, rip headphone users. But, it's just a good fucking just bam to that fucking meat. And my dad fucking saw it, and he fucking lost it. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Blah, blah, blah. You're fucking punching me. Someone has to buy that meat. And I trying so hard not to fucking laugh, because that is just the funniest fucking shit in the world. That shit was fucking hilarious as hell to me. I died. And like, my mom and my sister were in the background. They were fucking, my dad's back was to him, but they were laughing. They were dying. Oh my god, it was good times. Hell yes. Hell yes. So yeah, that was fucking great and fucking hilarious, and I loved it. Best fucking story. That is a spicy ass story. So I'm glad. That was fucking great to me. I got a good fucking laugh out of it. So yeah, good times. Had fucking funny as shit times. But yeah, control your kids in fucking public, dude. That shit, like, is fucking annoying. This minicast is really fucking small. But yeah, no. Don't be a parent that just lets your kid fucking be an asshole in public. Don't be an asshole kid if you're a kid listening to this. And you know, if you are gonna be a strict parent and, like, yell at your kids, don't hit them in public, because that could look really bad on you, and the two, that could traumatize them. Like, don't go ba 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 in public. One good pat, one more, just boom, done. One bop on the ass, not across the face though. Just don't hit the face. Just bop them on the ass. Just one good boom, one good bop on the ass. They'll learn their fucking lesson real fast. Yeah, so that is it for the minicast, and that was your second video for Thursday. Yeah, I'm just gonna post both of these on Thursday. So you got 2 videos today, a bonus. Well, not a bonus, it's me legit just catching up. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching and listening to the minicast. Don't be an asshole kid. If you like what you're listening to, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and my other videos. And if you like, and you know, if you want to see more, hit that bell icon for the notifications, because I upload every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if you hit the bell icon, you will know the exact moment when I upload. I always like the notification squad type of thing. It's always different. Like, that outro is always different. It's never the fucking same. But thank you guys, and have a wonderful, beautiful night, day, thing, or whatever.
We'll be right back.